GM fam. We are live with your host Phil X Contreras, where we talk about all about NFTs, the drama, the love, and the vibes. BlockFi is bankrupt, or at least that's what they're saying right now. There's a lot of news going on here with BlockFi. If you don't know what happened last week, we basically had FTX go basically insolvent, and a lot's more gonna come through the next few months. We haven't seen yet what the full potential of this collapse is. But again, what we're seeing here is BlockFi is next. And there's going to be more things coming out from other companies, which we don't know of yet. Just like what happened with Terra Luna. Terra Luna's whole downfall, we haven't seen the effects till now, which was basically FTX. So more to come. There are rumors about Genesis also being in the same boat, which holds GBTC and ETH. So we are about to find out a little bit about that as well. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about is overall just NFTs. We're going to talk about Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo is basically coming out with an NFT. CR7 has released his collection, not on Ethereum, not on Solana, but Binance. That's right. I was shocked too. More shocking, he doesn't care that it's a bear market because he's a bull machine in the field and nothing is a bear market to him. Props to him on that. I mean, even though I am not a Binance person, it's overall good but fearful news at the same time. This guy is the number one player in football. The soccer gods will argue that it's Messi or Landon Donovan, but the main point is that he is successful. More players will probably want to do this if he does succeed from this, or if he rugs, it will put another stain on it, just like the Mount Rushmore of all these other celebrity ruggers. So on to the next thing, we have Degen News. Degen News is finally coming out with their collection, and their collection is basically a media business NFT collection. This project has been growing. They're basically like an underground media news entertainment channel. They're basically expanding into other platforms like YouTube, Instagram, possibly TikTok. But the supply price is all TBD right now. I'm sure the news will come out soon enough from then on what the actual potential supply is. So overall, this project is definitely going to be an interesting one. There's a lot of people following Degen News. They are the main news source for Solana NFTs, and they have done a great job growing. They have a huge following. Mutual following is almost at 200 right now, which is large. So again, all they do is entertainment. They do some good research as well as far as news, and they're everywhere. They're everywhere all over Solana. So we'll see how that plays out. Now, this next upcoming NFT is a very good one for me because it's no other than the Sandbar, and it's being made by SolBuckets, who was one of my all-time favorites back in 2021. I watched him grow from nothing to 115,000 followers, which boggles my mind on how fast he grew. So as you can see here, they have the video here with the golden bird. Maybe it's a not a dolphin, a dove with some golden crabs, a palm tree in the middle, and you actually have this logo. This logo looks pretty neat. They have a little teal green logo already made. Already you have 40 mutual following this thing, which is already insane because they just started. That's how much presence SolBuckets has in this ecosystem. Their first tweet was in November 11. Then they threw a little notification bell. So make sure you hit that notification bell right here. So that way you can see when their Discord invite will come out. That's usually what it means. Is those bells really mean that Discord invite is. So when you're walking around somewhere and let's just say you're getting coffee, that notification bell will come out on your phone. Boom, Discord invite, click now, boom, and you'll click it. Oh, but just make sure it's not a hack as well. But yeah, following one person, which is SolBuckets. SolBuckets right here, funny guy, famous in Solana. Again, 115,000. He's got 240 mutual following. This guy has been going ham on Solana since 2021. So great for him doing this. He's definitely did a nice brand logo around Sandbar. So I can't wait for this one. It just commenced. We're going to keep the track on this one as well and see how this plays out. All right. So the next thing I want to talk about is Phantom. Phantom has done something surprisingly, which I haven't seen from them before. They started buying NFTs, Solana NFTs like crazy. And I gotta say, they know how to buy the dip because these guys never announced a buy during the bull market. For like the past freaking I don't know 12 months they haven't announced anything, and at the lowest moment in Solana they freaking sniped like crazy. They went on a buying spree. They bought some pop heads, they bought some block assets, they bought 30 ABCs, which got me so excited because I'm an ABC holder. I've been buying as many as I can because I truly believe in this ABC ecosystem. They bought some meta tattoos and they bought some Utes. These guys went ham. HDSO was happy overall on that news with his ABCs. They also got some fishermen's, and they just kept buying and buying. So they're really going at it right now. They gave us the Phantom address as well on what else they're going to buy. So we're going to see some more things here. But overall, some great news from Phantom. They were one of the first wallets created on the ecosystem. And now let's talk about my secondary buys. Degen, what's going on, man? What's going on, Zircon? How are you guys doing? Now we're going to go on to the secondary buys, and I actually got some interesting things right now. I actually did sell something which I'll show you right now. All right, so we have my plays, and right here I can show you real quick on what it is. We have Tensor right here. Boom. Okay, so kind of wild what just happened these past 2 days. When we went through this before, it was a lot of red. Everything was red. And when everything was red, I started buying like crazy. I did say that I was going to buy Lunar. I bought 2 of them. I bought 2 sources. I bought another ABC. And I bought an experiment as well. So I went ham on buying some NFTs during the bear market. A lot of people were waiting for me to buy, but I was patient because I don't like buying during the green. And as you can see, something happened. Everything went green. All my favorite collections went green. You have Songen, you got Lunar, you got ABC. The list goes on. That everything went from 90% all the way down to 19%. A little 4% here, a little 1% here, but everything skyrocketed. So I did sell 1 Lunar, as you can see here. You can't see it right now. It's at 4.92 right now. When I bought these things, they were around 2.30, 2.40, 2.50. It was right here during the dip. I was waiting. Like I was telling you, I was waiting when this was happening right here. I waited for the price to come to me, and boom, when it fell, I bought. When I bought, it went back up, and I sold 1. I still have 1 more right now. And this one I'm going to actually keep for a little bit longer because I do think Lunar has potential to increase in price around probably 10 Sol or whatnot. Not financial advice, just me talking about cartoon JPEGs and what I like. So overall, Lunar is building this nice way of building tokens. They have 12. Let me show you. They have 12 of them. And they basically have this, it's from the open down. Hopefully I can show you here real quick. Not Netflix. All right, here we go. All right, so you got Lunar Project here. They have, your Match Your Spirit. The art is by Zigor. Here's the website, which is Lunar. And they have 12 different signs right here, which the rat, the ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon, all different tokens, and all these tokens are basically swappable with what you call the Lunar token, which hasn't came out yet. So right now you can buy 1 of each of these, and you can start staking it for ox token, for rat token, for tiger token, and then you can actually swap for a different token, a different sign token, a zodiac sign. And you can also swap it for Lunar token, which, it's like somewhat of like a game theory, because maybe some of these will be more valuable than others as these sub DAOs grow. But these are created by the Open DAO, the Open DAO is part of Ethereum. So A lot of fear in folks here. That's why I only sold one, because I do see potential of this thing growing more. And if it does come down, I'm gonna buy another one. To be honest, and I hope it does come down, because I won't just buy one. I'll probably buy two of them. So my price target is below 3. If it does come down, it probably won't. But we'll see how this plays out. Now, as far as what I bought during this this small little bull market, Metaplex is something I added. I added Metaplex white paper. It's something that I've been waiting on. I wasn't fortunate enough to get this when it started back in 21 September. It grew up to 6.45 Sol. It even went up all the way up to 8, which was surprising. But Metaplex Tattoo has finally decreased. It's and the weird thing here is that it's been going up and down. It has a lot of volatility here. It went down to 1.6, it jumped up to 4, it went back down to 1.2, it jumped to 3, it went back down to 2, and then it went all the way up to 2.95. So there's a lot of volatility on this one. And it finally went down to a good price for me, around 1.69. I bought 2 of them. I always like to buy 2 because I like to sell one and then hold one just in case if it does grow. That's it. That is if it's a good project. So majority of what I look here as for my favorites are good projects, in my opinion. I don't really like to trade or invest into projects that are just risky degen projects, because that's not my style. That type of style, there are a lot of great people in that type of play, because they study the community daily. They study the trades daily. They know what to buy and what to sell within that day. I'm more of a person who likes to see what the project is building in a longer term and buy with less risk. And that is basically how I play this game. So with Metaplex, what Metaplex is, and I have it here, they built Candy Machine. And what Candy Machine is basically how you can launch a project, an NFT project. So they basically were created in 2021. They had 22 million NFTs minted. Basically, like the whole Solana ecosystem went through here, went through Metaplex, went through Candy Machine. And they had a total sale of $3.6 billion. They worked with Samsung, Belugis, Jump Crypto, The Gods, OK Bears. They're all over the place in Solana. They touched every single project, I would say. So they have their own token as well. And they finally just released this NFT called the Metaplex White Paper, which we don't know of what it is. We don't know what its potential is, and that's the risky part. But the not risky part for me is that these guys have been building since 2021, and not just building, but very, very known to the Solana ecosystem, and every NFT project has built with them, has touched them in some way. So these guys have also created a way of royalty protection, and they also created a Candy Machine version 2, which is basically an easier version of creating your NFT project. So you can actually it's like a no code platform now. So where you can, like, someone like me or you who are not developers can go on it now and can go put our trades, our royalty percentage, whatever money's going to go from mint to this to that. They're making it simpler. So this project I did buy 2, and that's the reason why, is because I do see potential on these builders, and with them building, it could become more valuable. And there's only 993 of them, but it's at 10%, which is not bad for me, because if it was at 5% or lower, I would actually be worried. It will be a lot more risky. Now that it's 10%, that's not bad. I mean, it could go to 15% or 20% at some point. We could see more companies dying from this whole FTX. I mean, all this there's a lot of variables here, and so but overall, I do enjoy it here. I do think this could go to like 0.50 if those variables do come true. Like, let's say something like Gemini going bankrupt, or something like or Coinbase going bankrupt, or the war in Ukraine escalating. Those type of things could bring the price action down here, with the Federal Reserve announcing more rate hikes. So we just don't know. But for me, this is the price I like to buy and let's see where it goes from here. All right, so that is really the only thing here. Everything has gone up, which is, this is probably the first video where I've seen almost all green in my favorite watch list. Every single time it was like half red, half green. So here's the thing. Greens, I don't like to buy. I don't like to buy in greens. It's where the FOMO happens. It's where people go in. There's people right now seeing ABC 88%. They're getting FOMO. They're buying right now. More than likely, it's gonna fall, and it's probably gonna go back to 24. That's gonna happen with a lot of these projects. So I don't care. I'm not gonna go into the FOMO. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for these projects to come down. And as I'm waiting, I'm researching them. That way, I'm not gonna research in the bear market because I'm ready. Bull markets like these, it's research time. It's research time for me to see what's going on here. Bear market comes in, I'm going to find my favorite ones that I do see the biggest potential. ABCs, I bought a couple of them at 15 when this went down. I did tell you last week when I bought them. A lot of my trades happen on I don't want to say trade investments as well, like investment / trade, swing trade. But I put them here. I don't typically put them everywhere because I just don't have time doing that. But make sure you follow my Twitter so you can see what I do. But I did buy 2 of them. I didn't sell them at 30, even though it was like 100% gain from 15 to 30. I'm waiting because I see bigger potential with this project. I do see a 50 sold price. If it does come back down, I'm gonna buy one more. I'm just gonna keep collecting until I hit a certain point where I think it's enough for me. But I do see this coming up around 50. It's going to be a while. It's probably going to be a while. I'm not going to lie. It's probably going to be 4 months or 5 months, but I'm willing to wait because I see this as a very valuable asset with HG Sol and what he's building in Solana and what he's doing with his connections on Lunar, on Kikiverse, on his Hate Swap. Hate Swap is owned by ABC. A lot of cool things happening with the ABC community. Again, Phantom bought 30 of them. Why did they buy 30? Why? Because when you buy 30, you join ABC Ventures, which is right now becoming like the legit DAO for Solana. You have Monkey DAO, which is legit like top leagues. And now you have this other one that's like really getting up there, ABC Ventures. So one day, hopefully I can join, but it's probably not going to happen because if I do get to 20 ABCs and they grow in a lot of value, I'm probably going to sell a lot of them. So, but it'll be cool maybe one day getting into them. So on the other one, Brains, still going through it. The unfortunate thing about them is that when they started to come in and this whole thing collapsed because we had this whole situation with FTX, but it's now slowly building back up after this whole FTX situation, and it's gaining ground. And I think this project should start announcing some things this week. So we're gonna see some gamifications happening with the brains and zombies, which I'm excited about. I have about 14 brains. I have 2 zombies. I can't wait to see what they do here and see if my play here is actually quite well. So the other project is anybody's. We talked about this when this thing was at 16 Sol. When I was saying that this project has a lot of potential. I didn't buy it at that time. I was buying ABCs. I was trying to collect a lot. But, sometimes you can't pick all the projects. That's the other thing. And that's what actually, that's what in a way, it sucks because you want to pick, you want to get all the projects out there, but you can't because, you'll have only a certain amount of what you're trying to buy and what you can snipe. And my sniping was ABCs the whole time. I preferred it over anybody's. Even though I knew anybody's was going to be a great project, I picked ABC because I even think ABC's is a great project. So sometimes you just, it's a hard decision, but props to them. 16 Sol, it went up all the way to 39. I do think it's going to finally start coming down at some point, back to 24, back to 20, once this hype dies down with Toys R Us. Toys R Us is still going through its phase of launching with anybody's. And when this finally finishes off, it's going to fall. And when it falls, it's going to be a buying opportunity, probably, in my opinion, when it comes back down to 20. and then they're probably gonna get this nice next brand after they have Toys R Us on their resume. When this thing in your resume is gonna be so bullish for this team. I can't imagine what else they're gonna come bringing from Web 2.0. So just watch out for that. It's still in my favorites because one day I could snipe at them when they do come down. But congrats to whoever got in this, and selling right now is probably a great idea. So the other thing is Utes. They've definitely gone up drastically. I'm not selling this for a while. I'm gonna wait for what Frank the Gods is doing. I'm a more of a long-term investor in Utes and the Gods, so I'm holding this off for a while. It's probably going to be a play to the bull market whenever that comes, probably 2023 or 2024. So it's a very long-term play for me. Ooze mates, I'm proud of these guys because they definitely I think they deserve to be up here, because I was saying before, and a lot of people don't notice, is that Ooze is an actual legit brand out here in Korea. They're literally the Disney of Korea. And they were completely down to literally like 2.19, and they're finally starting to gain traction and gain value because of what they actually build in the real life. I'm not talking about in NFTs. I'm not talking about Twitter, like building your brand like just like 4 months ago, like OK Bears. I'm talking about like legit brand in like Toys R Us. These people are everywhere. I'm telling you, like in toy stores and baby stores. I'm here in Korea, and I see them everywhere. So this one, I'm gonna wait also till it comes down. When it does come down, I could buy another one, but right now I'm not gonna buy. None of these I'm gonna buy. I'm just being honest with you. The only one I bought was Metaplex, and I'm just gonna wait patiently. I'm gonna wait patiently for all of these when the 7-day changes, which it will at some point. Actually, I take that back. Experiments might actually be a good one that I might actually get into, because I could buy one, put it at 80 cents, 0.80 Sol, which I did buy one. I have right now 4 staking because I'm with those. I'm playing a little bit of a longer term play with experiments, but I did buy an extra 5th one, and I just put it at 0.80. I might buy maybe like 3 more, put it at 0.80, but we'll see. For the next video, we'll see if I do that. Paratools, we had an interview with these guys yesterday. Make sure you check it out in Value Vibes. Our Twitter channel. We had an interview with Paratools, which was amazing. These guys definitely know what they're doing. These guys ain't playing around, man. These guys are so focused on building this project out for their for the copy trading platform. So I can show you right here. Value Vibes. Oh, I just went past it actually. Value Vibes. Make sure you follow so you can see more projects that we talk about here. We just had it right here, Paratools. Talked to them for a little bit. Make sure you check that out. It was awesome. But yeah, Paratools, they're up here so far. Still kind of risky for me to get into another one. Maybe buy a third one at some point when it comes back down here. It did come back down here, but at that time when this came down, there was other projects like Lunar that was down there as well. So I had to pick one or the other. I picked the Lunar at that time. So it's just one of those tough decisions you have to make. So if this comes down, I could potentially buy into this one and get into it. So definitely another one I'm looking at. So it's just a couple projects here and there. Let's see if I missed any of them. Is there any projects anyone want to talk about? Just let me know in the comments. Let me know what you're up to. Liberty Square. This finally is picking up speed as well, but I'm not getting into this one. I'm waiting as well. I'm waiting for a 5 Sol price action, which might not happen actually. But yeah, that's everything I'm looking at right now. So let me know what you think of this. Let me know what place you guys are looking at as well. I definitely enjoyed this. Finally sold an NFT here. So on to the next week and see where we go from here. Hopefully some of these are actually in the red, so we can start looking into what to buy. And Yakuverse, Yakuverse is definitely an interesting project. I remember they were building, I think it was like in February, they were building a Yaku metaverse, and then they had their motorcycles. they had this whole system played out. I haven't looked into them as much on what they're building now, but I do remember at that time they were definitely doing some big things. But let's see what's going on with Yakuza. Yeah, the Unreal Engine, huh? So yeah, these guys are definitely interesting. Kind of like in the Japanese anime way. They are cool, and yeah, I'm gonna look into this one further. Maybe add this one into my tensor list, but I'll see. The one thing I'm not really into is metaverse plays. I'm more into like utility Web3 type of softwares, and metaverse is definitely something that's gonna be bullish like in the next 4 or 5 years. But for me personally, I'm not really into that type of world. But overall, I do like it. I do enjoy it. It's just a lot of work to do and a lot of competition as well, and a lot of money spending. That's the other thing. A lot of money spending. So, but overall, I do enjoy these guys. I talked to them for a little bit when they were minting, and yeah, I'll definitely check it out. See what they're building. They might be building other stuff. So, thanks for that, Jonathan. But yeah, overall, that's everything right now. What I'm looking at. Let's see. I entered Parrots at 2.1. Do you think that is a bad entry? 2.1. That's actually, let's see, where's Parrots at? I think they're like what, 2.4 now. But yeah, Parrots overall. I mean, Parrots are still building. Looks like they're coming out with more products. From what I'm seeing. Here we go. 2.18. I mean, if you're playing on the long term, it could definitely work out because they have the copy trading platform that's basically being like smoothed out right now. They have that bookkeeping platform, and the one that just recently talked about was that asset list creation project that they have that they're creating right now, which could come out very soon. And I just think Parrot Tools is more of like a longer term play that could definitely seek value in a couple of months. So I also bought around at that time. So I'm gonna be waiting till it hits around 4 SOL, 5 SOL, and see where it goes from there. But the thing is, like, it's at 5% right now, so this definitely could see like a 10. It could definitely increase at 10% if we do see more bad news on these companies, and people are gonna start selling off in Parrots or in other projects as well. So yeah, that's basically what I see with Parrots right now. All right, so overall, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and that way I can keep bringing these things up and what I'm looking at. Oh, sources, that's this one last thing. Sources, I did buy these too. I bought these around like right here, and they finally started coming up. They went back down a little, but I still see potential on these guys. Looks like they're at 7% right now. I think they were 10% last week. I don't remember, but definitely something I'm looking at. I'm not buying right now though. I'm waiting. But yeah, that's everything. So much love, guys. Comment below on anything else you want me to look at. I'll definitely look at that Yakuverse, Jonathan. And yeah, that's everything for now. And if you guys want any projects that you want us to interview, we'll definitely do that with Value Vibes. We'll go over there, we'll talk to them, and we'll talk about the project with them on the utility, what's coming up, and all that good stuff. Just comment below on who you guys want us to interview on our Value Vibes Discord below as well if you want to join. And that's everything, guys. Much love. Peace.